Fear is a low frequency, a hellish frequency that most people are vibrating, particularly those who are within Christianity. Christianity is the Antichrist religion. And you don't know it if you are in Christianity and believe in their teachings and doctrines. You don't know that it is the Antichrist religion because you are living your life in fear. There are other frequencies such as guilt, shame, and defeat, brokenness, desperation. Those are low frequencies as well. But I want to emphasize fear. And after my awakening, one of the first things as I was doing my inner work, one of the first frequencies I had to conquer, one of the first demons that I had to conquer inside of me was fear. It was fear. Now here's the thing. Fear looks different from person to person. So when we talk about fear, I know the people's minds will mostly think about the fear they are feeling as they are watching a horror movie. But that's not the fear that we're talking about. This fear is subtle. This fear that we're talking about at the core is why you do what you do. It's why you blindly believe what you believe. Is because they put the hell doctrine, fear, inside of you. If you don't do this, then that's going to happen to you. And you don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to go to a place where there's fire and brimstone. You don't want to go to a place where you're tortured day and night. You don't want to go to a place where there's a weeping and gnashing of teeth. Those are the things that were ingrained in our ancestors and passed down to us. But it's that fear who is the gatekeeping guard that takes over your mind. So you've been on autopilot ever since. No one has to physically stand guard at your gate, the gate to your mind, the door to your mind. No one has to physically stand guard because fear is standing guard. Fear is the guard that closes your mind. So therefore, when people like me bring you the light of truth, it is that fear that will say to you in your ear, don't listen to her. She's a heretic. She's deceived. Something is not right about her. That's what fear does. And so what do? You turn me off. You reject the truth that will set you free. This is what you call mind control. So how do you defeat fear? How do you conquer the guard that's standing at the door of your mind to keep truth out of it? How do you conquer that? Well, simple. Do the opposite of what your flesh tells you to do. That's what I lived by. That's how I overcame, is because I did the opposite of what my flesh was telling me to do. I listened mainly to the Spirit of God in me. And no, it did not feel good. Because again, your mind is literally, as you are trying to break those barriers, your mind is literally in conflict. Fear and your spirit, the Spirit of God in you, is in conflict. But if you persevere, if you persevere, if you keep going, if you stay persistent and consistent, I guarantee you the spirit of fear will leave. And when it leaves, then from that point, you go get some knowledge and you go get some wisdom and you fix your heart and get it back to unconditional love. And you're going to be able to see and comprehend a whole hell of a lot more than you were when you was attending weekly service in those concentration camps, aka Rome's Christianity. So what I am saying, fear is, you got to stop thinking fear is what you are feeling when you are watching a horror movie. Yes, that's a form of fear, but that's not the fear that I'm talking about in this video, because this fear that I'm talking about is hidden. It hides itself. You don't even know it's there until somebody comes and challenge what you believe. That's when you know that it's there, if you go within and pay attention to how you respond to the light of truth. How you respond to the people who's not only researching to find the truth, but they are not afraid to tell the truth, because they are commissioned to warn the people. But that's all they can do. It's just warn you, put the information out there, and then hope that you will take it further and research for yourself. You got to destroy that fear. You got to. You don't have to do what they program you to do. That you don't have to do what you think is in the Bible. You don't have to pay tithes and offering. You don't have to attend weekly Sunday services. You don't have to do none of that. You are not going to go to hell. You're already there and don't know it. That's what they hiding. You already there. So what do you have to lose if you already there? So the object of the game is to get out. But you got to lose fear. You got to conquer fear. Conquer it. Destroy it. So that it does not hold you back any longer.